Okay, so welcome everybody. This is Unit 3 of English for Mechanical Engineering. Our topic is machine tools, and we are going to learn about metalworking processes as well as read about CNC machines. Now, as always, we are going to be looking at a couple of texts, read them, and answer comprehension questions. So let's start with our first one right here. So, a machine tool uses a power source to modify the shape of metal components of machines. It is a sort of machine used as a tool in the making of other machines. Machine tools were powered in the Middle Ages by humans and animals, and later by the energy captured by water wheels. After the Industrial Revolution, most machine tools were powered by steam engines and nowadays by electricity. Machine tools can be operated manually or under automatic control. In the 1960s, computers gave more flexibility to the process. Such machines became known as computerized numerical control or CNC machines. They could precisely repeat sequences and could produce more complex pieces than even the most skilled tool operators. Let's examine now the main features of some of the most commonly used machine tools. So here we got turning machine. The engine lathe is the most important of all the machine tools. It is used to produce external or internal cylindrical surfaces. The piece is held by the machine and it is rotated while a cutting tool removes excess metal from the external diameter. Internal turning consists of enlarging and finishing a hole. Moving on to shaper. This is a metal cutting machine used to produce or modify flat surfaces. The cutting tool moves cutting on the forward stroke with a piece feeding automatically towards the tool during each return stroke. Shapers can be horizontal or vertical. Drilling machine is the next one. It is used to produce circular holes in metal with a twist drill. It also uses a variety of other cutting tools to perform the basic hole machining operations. Milling machine. This cuts flat metal surfaces. The piece is fed against the rotating cutting tool. Cutters of many shapes and sizes are available for a wide variety of milling operations. Milling machines may be manually operated, mechanically automated, or digitally automated via computer numerical control or CNC. Grinding machine. This removes excessive material from parts that are brought into contact with a rotating abrasive wheel. Grinding is the most accurate of all basic machining processes, but also the most time-consuming as well. Press. This is a machine tool that changes the shape of a workpiece. Historically, metal was shaped by hand using a hammer. Machine presses can be dangerous. Bimanual controls which require both hands to be on the buttons to operate, are a very good way to prevent accidents. Bandsaw is our last tool here. It is a power tool which uses a blade consisting of a continuous band of metal with teeth along one edge. The band usually rides on two wheels rotating in the same plane. Band saws are used for woodworking, metalworking, or for cutting a variety of other materials and are particularly useful for cutting irregular or curved shapes. A constant flow of liquid is poured over the blade to keep it cool and preventing it from overheating. Right, so these were our texts. Now let's have a quick look at a couple of tasks related to what we have read. We've got the machine tools on the left side, final result and description on in the middle and on the right. Okay, so what you will have to do here is complete the table. Milling machine, the final result is a specific shape and it cuts flat metal surfaces. Drilling machine, the final result holes. Flat surface is the final result of the shaper and it is achieved by cutting pieces. Press, specific shape, changes the shape of a workpiece. Band saw to cut pieces, and grinding machine for finishing. It removes excessive material, could be metal, from parts. Okay, so turning machine, milling machine, drilling, shaper, press, bandsaw, and grinding machine were the answers. Now, true or false sentences here. Feel free to go back and listen to the text again. Turning machines remove excess metal from the material, the external diameter, and enlarge and finish a hole. That one was true. Shapers can only be vertical is of course false, can be horizontal as well. Drilling machines use a twist drill to make circular holes. That is true. Milling machines can only be manually operated. False. Grinding machines remove excessive material from parts. That is true. Band saws use a band of metal with teeth to cut various parts. That is, of course, true. Presses are not dangerous if operated by both hands. That is false. They can still be dangerous. All right, so here we got true, false, true, false, true, true, false. All right, moving on to our next text right here. We will have to put sequences or sentences in the correct order. So this was a listening task in the class. So computer numerical controller CNC refers to the automation of machine tools in manufacturing processes. The machines are controlled by computer software which carries out a series of operations automatically. The first NC machines were built in the 1940s and 1950s. They are used to cut and shape products such as automobile parts that need precise specifications. Parts must be carefully planned and prepared by CNC programmers. First, they view the three-dimensional computer-aided design part. Then, they calculate where to cut, the speed and shape, and select the tools and materials. The CNC programmers translate the planned machine operations into a set of instructions. These instructions are translated into a computer-aided manufacturing or CAM program containing a set of commands for the machine. The commands are a series of numbers which explains where to cut and the position of the material. The computer checks all the operations made by the machine tools. All right. And now here your task is to put these procedures in the correct order. I can give you exactly 3 seconds to complete it. You can just pause here, take a screenshot, answer the questions. And now let's check your answers. First is programmers view the part in its three-dimensional computer-aided design. 2. It is calculated where to cut and the tools and materials are selected. The planned machine operations in number 3 are translated into a set of instructions. These instructions are translated into the CAM program, and the program contains a set of commands for the machine, and the computer checks all the operations made by the machine tools. And that was about it. Only 2 texts for us, but the first one was a little bit longer. So that's it. That's it about machine different types of machines. Please do let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for your attention and have a lovely day, everyone. I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye.